Most people think staying home means laziness, boring, antisocial, out of touch.
Can you believe they're just sitting there relaxing?
It's absolutely unacceptable, honestly disgusting.
What a disgrace.
But what if staying in actually means you're smarter than most people out there? And it's not what you think. You know that feeling when plans get cancelled, and instead of disappointment, you feel relief. Not excitement, relief. You tell yourself, I'll go next time. You promise, I'm not becoming that person. And society gives you a label: lazy, boring, antisocial. But here's the truth: if you prefer staying in, you're not avoiding life. You're protecting your mental energy. Not everyone recharges the same way. Some people come alive in noise, crowds, conversations, constant movement. For them, being out is fuel, but for others, every interaction costs something: a little mental drain, a little emotional effort, until the battery runs low, and home becomes the only place it recharges. Psychology calls this optimal arousal theory. Your nervous system needs a certain level of stimulation. Some need more, some need less. If you prefer staying in, your system isn't weak, it's sensitive. And sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's information. Highly sensitive people make up about 20% of the population. That's not weakness, that's survival. Out there, the world is loud, unpredictable, demanding, unexpected plans, surface level conversations, rules that don't feel natural. At home, you control the environment, the lighting, the silence, the pace. For sensitive or anxious minds, that control isn't comfort, it's regulation. Your nervous system finally gets permission to exhale. And here's what society rarely talks about: people who enjoy solitude are often more introspective, more creative, better at deep problem solving, because solitude isn't emptiness, it's mental space. The clearest ideas don't arrive in crowds, they show up late at night, in quiet rooms, during moments called doing nothing. Staying in isn't passive, it's inwardly active. But society sees it differently. We live in a culture obsessed with visibility: busy, loud, public. If you're not constantly out there, you're seen as falling behind. But what if your best life isn't loud? What if it's calm, predictable, grounded? Happiness might be a routine, a favorite spot on the couch, a show you've already seen and still feel safe with. That's not stagnation, that's self knowledge. Psychologists call it low stimulation preference. You don't need constant novelty to feel fulfilled. Your inner world is already rich, but there's an important distinction. Sometimes staying home is healing, other times it's hiding. Home can be a refuge from overstimulation or a shield from fear, trauma, or heaviness. The difference isn't where you are, it's how you feel. Do you stay in because it fills you up, or because living feels too heavy? Honest answers aren't weakness, they're awareness. People who love staying in aren't missing out on life, they're living it inwardly. They notice small rituals, quiet transitions, moments that don't need to be shared to be real. In a world addicted to noise, choosing calm is a radical act. So, if you turn down invitations without guilt, if solo weekends restore you, if comfort wins over constant excitement, You're not broken. You're wired for depth over noise, pace over performance. And the story doesn't end here. There's another side to this psychology most people never hear. The next video reveals why introverts often outperform extroverts in creativity, focus, and emotional insight. Click it, you'll feel seen again. And finally, understand your own rhythm without guilt, without judgment.